All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym, and in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle, I don't want to do jiu-jitsu, I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all. Right. Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. All right, so here's Jessica Andrade. Her 11 UFC wins, the most of any woman in UFC history, and of course, the biggest among them, that slam knockout of Rose Namajunas to wrest the belt away back in 2019.
Her nickname is the Pile Driver, and that's exactly what she did against Rose Namajunas. From being behind in a fight, but just staying the course. It's always about her pressuring her opponents and getting her hands on her. When she knocked out Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you understood that you were watching something different, because you don't see one-punch knockouts at 115 pounds in boxing for men or in the UFC for women. Jessica Andrade possesses that type of power, and she has a laundry list of some of the biggest names this division has ever seen on her resume.
Yeah, she's the total package, as classy as it gets, and she will try to leave this arena the way she came in, as the best strawweight in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Mackenzie DERN. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 11 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Jessica Andrade. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, fight clock is moving. We are now underway. Going to be interesting to see how this fight stylistically plays out between a true striker against a well-rounded fighter.
This is a big-time fight field. People have been training for this matchup for a really long time. They wanted to see how the striker would handle someone that could try to force them into uncomfortable situations. Let's see how this thing plays out.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown vision? Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagement from this 50-50 position?
Well, masterful job by her defensively yet again. You're not winning all the time when you're playing defense, but a nice job to raise the hands there.
She keeps her hands up, keeps her chin down, so her opponent is not getting through to any of her head shots.
Battling for hooks. Andrade gets hit with a kick. Oh! Again, they will clinch. We'll see how it goes. Oh, she defended the takedown beautifully and scrambles back to her feet. Oh, she put everything into that leg.
She threw her entire body into that kick, and you see the damage that is causing her opponent.
Oh, effective strike there by Andrade. Huge kick to the leg. Oh! So just over 20 total strikes and counting that have landed for Jessica Andrade. Just out of range with that right hook. Oh!
Big leg kick lands.
Finds a home for that left hook.
Big body kick.
All right, so she finally gets the takedown here after many failed attempts. Obviously, she was not discouraged, stayed committed. Now she has the fight in her wheelhouse on the canvas. Let's see what she can do with it. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning. So, you're working on a choke here, potentially.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC. And if you like punching technique, that round was about as good as it gets.
Yeah, it looks like a boxing fight. She does a great job of using her hands to set everything up. But she's so fast and she's so sharp with those punches. It allowed her to really control that round.
All right, next round is underway, and how about the celebratory tone in that corner after all of the good work upstairs there in the previous round?
They're patting her on the back, they're high-fiving, they're smiling in the corner, because when you watch your fighter fight a near-perfect first round and do it with just throwing head strikes, you are happy. Their fighter has fought tremendously, and it's going to be on her opponent to either change it or get finished.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Ooh, big shot land. Huge damage from that elbow in the clinch.
Oh, nice counter jab there.
You don't know when that leg keeps coming. Oh, big elbow. Another clinch position.
Oh, now she's got the tie clinch. Good opportunity to do significant damage here.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, you hate to be overly critical because she has landed some good shots, but really nothing in terms of combinations tonight.
She's got to let it fly, man. She needs to let the combinations fly. She's got to find the confidence to know that all that repetition, all that work with her boxing coach is going to pay dividends inside of the octagon. Big punch from the clinch.
Tie clinch for her here. We'll see what she can do with it. Now she's got the Muay Thai plug. Back and forth we go. Well, oftentimes with the knee strikes, it's one and done. That is not the case with this young lady. Huge shot there. Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike. You don't see this type of power normally in this weight class. She lands, and she lands very effectively.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here. Just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Looks like she's trying to set up a submission now.
Gotta be careful, armbar. Oh.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is!
Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there. And nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is, your winner by way of submission. A huge result for her here tonight. And you gotta think that'll mute some of the naysayers she had coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called us on for this contest at 3 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Mackenzie DERN!
How about this young woman as the celebration is on. She sat down in our fighter meeting and she told us, to a man, to a woman, I'm going to submit her at some point in this fight, and that's exactly how she gets it done.
That's exactly how she got it done. She knew where the fight needed to be. And the moment she got a chance, the moment she got the submission locked in, she latched on that thing like you wouldn't believe it, because she knew it was her chance. This is my moment to get my results. She did exactly that, got the submission win, and on to the next one.